Hey guys, today we're going to be spray painting the bug assault gun. So this is a knockoff one, I believe, but they look practically exactly the same. What you have to do is remove a bunch of screws, and they are mine. And you do it from this side, where there are these screw holes. So once you get all those out, also in the handle, like right there, you pop it open, and then inside you should be able to remove the covers, which is really cool, because then essentially once you remove them, and oh crap, yeah, that side snapped on. Once you remove it, you are left with a very black, cool gun, but problem is you can't put the screws back in because the thread is on one side of the yellow covers. So the idea is to remove it, spray it, put it back in. And the covers are held together by, let's see how many clips. Give me a second, I'm gonna focus this. There you go. So there's one clip there, and another one right here. So 1, 2, and one right at the end here. So when you pop off the two ends, you also can remove the blaze orange tip. Now of course it is illegal to color that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. First up, you should be washing the thing and then scuffing it with something to make it a little rough, and I'll get on right to that now. So here it is. I am just soaking it a bit in some warm soapy water. I got here Cole's multi-purpose cleaner, but any soapy water would do. There it is. Just let it soak in for a bit. So to get off that excess grease or whatnot that could prevent the paint from adhering. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is to scuff it up. Right here I have some, just your standard dishwashing scuffing tool. So all you do is rub it against it a bit. I'll just use two hands and do this properly. Just giving a quick example of what scuff looks like. So this one here has been scuffed with the dishwasher scorer. This one is not. So you see how glossy it is. That's about ready, but I'm going to do a little bit more before we get into spraying. Okay, so I have my shell laid out right here on a piece of cardboard on some grass. That way any paint that goes over will not matter because it's on grass or it's on cardboard. I also have a chopstick here with the blaze tip, which I will be coloring. So what we'll be using is Krylon Fusion for plastic, and has a metallic shimmer. So alright, I'll get to spraying. I won't be filming this part because I want to really focus on getting an even coat, and if you're spray painting stuff, it's good to learn that technique to get an even coat. Okay, here it is, spray painted, just one coat, and it already looks pretty cool. Just gonna leave it here to dry. It is one coat. It is difficult to get into those screw holes, so I didn't really bother. There's the blaze orange tip now in silver. So I'm just gonna do like, let's say 1.5 coat. It was a pretty thick one coat, but I don't really care. I'm not an expert on painting things. I just do a decent job. Problem is, if you're letting things dry outside, just be careful on a windy day such as now. Debris, dust, animal fur from like my dog over there might get on it. So I'm gonna move it to maybe a less windy place in the garage for it to dry. So there it is, just a loose fit to see what it looks like with silver, and I think that's pretty cool. I wouldn't do the blaze orange components because it might mess up with the mechanics inside. We can get to them, as you can see, but yeah, I wouldn't paint that. So it looks pretty cool, but I'm not gonna stop there. I'm gonna see if we can make it purple because that's what the missus wants. And here it is, complete. The bug assault now in metallic purple. So it turned out quite well. I'm quite happy with it. Just be smart and not like me, and actually work in a place where there is no wind, because if you see here, there are some imperfections. Even if I were to flip it around, you see right there, the wind blew and the entire gun actually flipped over, landed on the painted side and has some markings there. So yeah, that's my tip for it. Now one final touch, which I'm gonna do, place a nice Decepticon symbol right here, because you guys know which team we should be on if we're playing with guns. Seems like a nice place. There you go. There you go. So, what should we call it now? Bug Assault Insecticon Edition. There you go.